presented by Sprint.
The weekend is in full swing on a Saturday night. Glad to have you along with us. The Detroit Pistons are ahead against Los Angeles. This is a tough matchup for them on paper, but they've been up to the challenge. And doing their best to stay alive, the Los Angeles Clippers. They've gotten a tremendous boost from their reserves, going to them early in the game for production. A great performance by DeMarcus Cousins in the first half. At the break, 11 points, and he's helped out with some key rebounds as well. Now let's take off with some other games in progress around the league. The Utah Jazz trailing the Warriors out in Oakland. Second half of basketball going on in a tight one. And the other game still underway. A tight game for Washington, squaring off against the Brooklyn Nets. Both teams right in it in the fourth quarter. And that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we resume a beautiful nighttime view of Los Angeles, and in blue there, our venue, the Staples Center. An exceptional performance from Hayes.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Rondo in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pistons leading by 4. Back to Okafor. Pass to Grant. Here's Hayes. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Rondo kicks to George. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. Pistons shooting 51% from the field. They'll take it. Hayes gets a screen from Grant. Number 41. He's guarded by Cousins. Offensive rebound.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense is nowhere around.
And George with the stuff. This game going to take a big swing. Clark, if the team continues to clear out like that, give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over it.
Well, you know what, Kev? Come on, Kev. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Number 6, defended by George. Step back on that one and let it fly. 8 points for him. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Rondo passes to Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Now here's Hayes. He started closer. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Here's a look at the teams that have been dominant offensively over the course of the past month. The Pistons second.
You know what, Kevin, as a team, they've been getting great results offensively. I mean, they seem to always get the ball to the right guy at the right time in the right position.
The 3 from George. And the basket good. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys. And the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Hayes gives him the lead pass. Grant, that's good.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Hayes dishes to Okafor. Hayes with the screen for Okafor. Grant outside. From past the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And it's Rondo penetrating. Outside, George. Ball stolen. It's blocked. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Rondo. Here's Hayes. 18 points for him. Blocked.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Leonard kicks to Cousins. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Pistons trail by 4. The feed to Hayes. Pass to Grant. The tray. He dishes it to Hayes. He kicks it to Grant. Over Rondo. Grant. That's good. Grant's got 14.
Yeah, they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Leonard attacking. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Detroit, 8.5 games behind them.
Well, I think for Detroit, they've been off to a ragged start, and quite honestly, we expected this team to struggle to find wins, and we'll just have to keep an eye on them to see if they can get it turned around.
Well, nothing new for them, a team that's looking to rebuild, but that process hasn't been moving along as quickly as they might have hoped.
Jackson drives in. 6 to shoot. Defended by George. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And slammed in by Plumlee.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's George. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. George has got 13 points now in the quarter. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Jackson. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Rondo kicks to Leonard. Count the bucket. Leonard's got 13.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Oh, the way they're converting on seemingly every shot, I wouldn't be surprised to see the field goal percentage just keep going up. Rebounds are split just about down the middle of this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
And the Clippers making a change here. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Now, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Batum with the steal. Here's Beverly, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Patterson. No good. Some solid defense from Plumlee. Pistons trail by 4. On the wing, Jackson, defended by Beverly. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter. LA has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. In low to Cousins. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Way too loose on that inbound pass.
And the Pistons making a change here.
Number 41.
For Detroit, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point, going 7 of 14. Number 41. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
George passes to Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
Even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But, yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. These two teams really, really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this.
And it's blocked by Plumlee. Jackson drives in. Batum with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Leonard. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Joseph, and the rejection by Cousins. Out of bounds, Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Fifth best, Kawhi Leonard.
Well, there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. What else can you say?
As a coach, you want your small forwards to be aggressive in getting to the basket. I mean, that's a must. And with these players, whether they draw the foul or get a layup out of it, it's a win-win.
Goes up off the inbound, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love it. I mean, a tug-of-war, back and forth affair, but if you're a coach, there's a little frustration here. He's trying to pull ahead, but it's an evenly matched game. Just seems like they're finding an open lane and they're moving every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Feeds to Hayes. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Back to Cousins. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 8th assist here tonight. He feeds it to Plumlee. The pass to Hayes. Tries it from 19. And Cousins with the block.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Pistons have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And you look at the numbers for this season, guys, from the free throw line, they're shooting 77%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up.
Tune in Tuesday, February 23rd. The Indiana Pacers take on the Sacramento Kings. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. If it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. And Los Angeles guys shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Pistons.
Kevin, what I like about him is that he tends to get hot at the most opportune times. It doesn't matter if it's coming out of a halftime or out of a timeout. He just has a knack for heating up in a hurry.
Also, there's one other thing I've noticed with him. I mean, he's great at stripping the ball away from you at the last possible moment. That's not an easy play to make, but he seems to have developed the knack for doing just that.
Pass to Stewart. And it's sent back by Batum. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. And here's Hayes. Five to shoot. Number 6. Stewart throws it down with the quick putback jam.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
The drive by Rondo with the lead back.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Paul George with the steal. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
The offensive rebound. Hey, bank shot, no good.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Leonard, the open look. It's rebounded by Stewart. Pistons trail by 4. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Here's Leonard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
The Pistons shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Hayes gets a screen from Stewart to end the run. Another shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He has 18 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
No, he's helping their cause, finding some easy points through penetration and attacking the defense.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Moving it up. Stewart passes to Hayes. And yes, sir, that one drops. Hayes has got 20 points.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
And here's George for 3. And that one's good. And the Clippers lead by 10.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
No one near him. The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The 3. Can't hit.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
And the Pistons making a change here.
Kawhi Leonard.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Pistons trail by 13. Dishes to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Number 41 buries it from three-point range.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
And they get it back. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. 25 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve. There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Maybe that'll ignite them. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Fires the 3. Second shot opportunity. Outside for George. Makes it off the glass. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They haven't had as much success in the paint here. Everything has been from the perimeter here in the second half. And that's not a winning strategy. They've got to get back to getting that ball inside.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Leonard attacking George. Here's Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. Rebound by the Pistons. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. A floater. And George with the block.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
Plumlee dishes to Hayes. Pulls it up. Good. Nothing but net. Hayes has got 22. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option. Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The shot by George, no good.
Tried to get a little too fancy with that one.
Unless the alley-oop is going to be uncontested on both ends of the play, you're better off avoiding it.
Kicks to Grant. To the inside. The shot's good from Plumlee.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Tries to keep it alive. The dish to Hayes. And George with the block. Number 6.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Rondo kicks to George. Los Angeles with another miss.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
Number 6. And the rejection by Cousins. Outside, George. The drive by Cousins. Open shot, George. The 19-footer is on the money. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak. What's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
The Pistons making a change here. Here's Jackson, and it's blocked by Leonard. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
18 seconds of the shot clock. 18.
There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jackson kicks to Grant. Off target with his 3. LA's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Leonard. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead. And, well, Detroit shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the 4th. The putback, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
The 1-2 punch, gotta love it.
Leonard with the ball. So the Clippers with the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just skating nice sharp.